Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Enjoy the Goldilocks Productions presentation of the In the Psychic Flow Show with Carolan Carey.
Has her own show, Biscuits and Tea. Mystic, she's a wonderful guest, Kelly Jo Monaghan. And Kelly, are you with us?
Oh.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm thrilled to have you today. I was just explaining a little bit of what you do and how you started. You're on a lot of radio shows. You've done a lot of work in the paranormal. You're a psychic, you're a medium, you're clairvoyant. Tell us a little bit about when you embarked on this. You started on did you start on a murder case? Is that how you started your, can you tell us about that?
Well, I was taking a class from a lady named Claire Black, and she says, come on in and work on this murder case. And I found out that I'm what's called I was working with a hypnotherapist, and I found out that I'm what's called a somnambulist. I can go very deep and pick up on things and be an observer. Mm-hmm. And we did work with a case in Hyannis, Massachusetts, and I've never been there ever a day in my life. And they handed me a piece of bloody tile, and I proceeded to tell them how the man and the woman were killed and what the hitmen did to get in. Used a sucker cup silencer with a .38 special, and they had stolen drug money from the mob.
Wow.
And they had a baby that was left over, and he was left alive.
Wow. And how old were you, if I may ask?
I was
when you
16.
Started? Oh, my God. Kelly, Joe, that had to have been, did that freak you out, or did you?
No, I just thought it was cool.
Oh, wow. I think that would freak me out.
Because I looked at it as an observer.
Okay, not as being emotionally involved.
Right.
So you went on to work missing person cases.
Yes.
In Pompano Beach, and the family a gentleman had disappeared from a local bar, and the family called on you for your assistance?
No, I went with another psychic.
Oh, okay.
Another friend, and she called me in on it, and we went and worked on it.
Wow.
They took me to all the wrong bars at first. There was a male policeman. He thought he was poo-pooing everything, and he just wasn't taking me to the right bar, because I told him that I needed gravel, I need a saltwater smell and stale beer and a dock and a gravel driveway.
Wow.
The fifth one he took us to was the one that he disappeared from.
Oh, wow.
And I told him that his car, he was bludgeoned, and his car would be found in Canal 51 down there. And it took a year after I was there because the water went down enough, and they did like the divers. They sent the divers off in the canal, and they found his car, and he really was in a yellow shirt, blue jeans, cowboy boots, and he was bludgeoned.
Wow.
And they found
amazing.
a whole bunch of other things in there, too.
Oh, my God, I'll bet. That's sad that it took so long, but, you did your job, right?
Yeah.
You did what you had to do. Now, you've also worked, you've worked archaeological sites in Arizona.
Oh, that was the bomb. That was fun. My friend who was the hypnotherapist at the time, my friend Steve, he says, we're going to go on an archaeological dig. He goes, let's see if we can find them. Well, we found these iron crosses, and come to find out, they predated Columbus, and it would have messed up history.
Yeah.
So they covered it up.
Okay. Well,
gave us gag orders and stuff. But there was a show called America Unearthed by another archaeologist. He did a show on those crosses, and I was jumping up and down and pointing. It's like, I worked on that.
I'm familiar with that show. Yes, it's a very good show, as a matter of fact. That's amazing work. And you found burials and remains there. That's pretty Indian families. Is that Native American families?
Yep, and they were mummified.
Native American. Wow, that's amazing.
And they still have their hair and their eyelashes. No
kidding. Wow.
And fingernails and everything. They were just dried out from the no humidity.
Oh, I see. So they didn't have to prepare the bodies like the Egyptians. They just left them there.
Oh, no. They just were a man, a woman, and a child, but they were real tiny, tiny people.
Wow, that's amazing. You've been a guest on several local and national radio and TV programs, and you've been instrumental in assisting numerous law enforcement agencies around the country by solving murder and missing person cases. You also work as a pet psychic.
Yes.
You do phone readings. Your website is kellyjopsychic.com. Your phone number, can I give that out for people to call you? 561 is the area code, 333-5367. What is unique about you, Kelly, just about everything is unique about you. Your radio show is very nice, Biscuit and Tea Mystic. You do take a lot of calls on that show for people who like to call in. You've been on Seeing Real Ghosts. Let's see, what's this show? Radio show with Rob McConnell.
Yes, that was fun.
Yes, radio. What else have you been on? A couple other
I've been on A1 radio, I think.
Yeah, okay. A1.
And then I was on Blog Talk with Jason Zook.
That's it, Jason Zook. That was the one that I couldn't remember. Fabulous. That is really great. It's very interesting to me, that kind of work, because I don't do that type of work. And I had to rely on you recently for a couple of things, and I want to thank you very much. Your check is in the mail, seriously, tomorrow.
Oh, you are welcome.
I just want to thank you for doing that. It's been very helpful, and at some point I will talk to you about that. You helped find a little cat that was stuck in a shed. She was found. She's a mess. Her mother was a mess, but they're together. So
I'm
she was
glad
so
the
grateful.
kitty's okay.
Yeah, she's okay. So I want to thank you so much. We have a few people queuing up, so I'm going to offer them up to you since you were the guest. Our first guest is very patiently waiting. Area code 941.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
Great. My name is Carla.
Carla, would you like to ask Kelly Jo a question?
Yes, I would. About my career, I work for myself. Do you see it expanding or maybe an opportunity coming my way and me staying in my same office location that I'm renting?
Well, you are gonna change your location because they're having a broker say location. Nobody knows where you are.
Oh. Well, right now I'm pretty busy.
And you are going to expand. You're picking up in your business, and it's starting to grow. You're finally starting to get a foothold.
And when do you see like a new location?
Well, that's probably going to occur before the fall.
Okay.
Because you need what's called an anchor store that brings more traffic by you.
Oh, okay.
But you will be able to looks like by the end of the year you'll be making a little profit for yourself.
Oh, okay.
Instead of dumping everything back in.
Okay, doke. Okay, well, thank you.
You are welcome.
Thank you for calling in.
Okay, bye-bye.
That's really cool. When this information appears to you, Kelly Jo, how do you see it? How do you
I see
feel
it. I feel it. I hear it. Like I heard the barker, location.
Okay.
And then I saw a strip place with an office with an anchor store that has traffic.
Okay. So so you're clairvoyant. A lot of people are not, so that's unique. Most mediums are clairsentient or have a mixture. They're not as clairvoyant. Like I would not call myself a clairvoyant because I don't see as often as you do. I mean, you just see it.
Yeah,
but,
because clairvoyant means I see. That's what the
right.
French word means, I see.
Beautiful. And that is a unique ability, even among mediums. It's a unique gift because not everybody sees the way you do. So that's pretty cool. And it's very descriptive. So I really appreciate that kind of work. What do you tell people who are aspiring to do any kind of, like, to me, I thought I would want to do missing persons and that kind of stuff. I really thought I would want to do that. But as it turns out, I went in a different direction. But people who want to you do kind of all kinds of work. But is that your favorite missing persons kind of thing, police work?
I don't really have a favorite anything. I like all of it because it's fascinating. It fascinates me.
Mm-hmm.
But what I love most about my work is it helps give people closure, be it doing mediumship, be it giving them closure, finding a dead body, bringing closure to a missing person, a missing kitty. That's what it's all about. And it's an honor to get all over somebody's energy field. You don't get all over energy. How many people do you let in your energy field in a day?
Right. Well, what's interesting is, in particular, missing persons and stuff like that, it has to be such a devastating event. And any hope that is given has got to be a godsend. So I would think your work is really regarded, very highly regarded. I would be very grateful if that happened to me or one of my loved ones. I would want to know.
Now, I have had cases where the moms didn't want to know.
Oh.
And the girl kept coming to me. She was buried in a lake, and she'd leave wet footprints on the floor physically. I told her, I said, I'm sorry, honey, your mom don't want to know where you are.
Is that because she was afraid of what happened to her daughter? Or?
I don't know. She wouldn't tell me.
Oh, okay.
So I just told her that she could go to the light and through the light and to be at peace.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I could do because you can't force somebody to do something.
Now, let me ask you this. I can do paranormal. I just choose not to, really. I deal with grieving families more of those that have crossed over.
Right.
Those that have not crossed over. Now, here's an area of expertise that you have. How do you do that? If you see someone, like, is it a ghost? Is it a spirit in a building that needs to be crossed over?
Yeah, a spirit that needs to be crossed over. Sometimes they're just confused, Sometimes they're a little bit nasty, and I don't put up with shenanigans. And what I do is I tell them, look, we ain't having shenanigans. You're going to go to the light and through the light, exclamation point.
Oh. And do they go willingly?
Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they'll try to hide and trick you. But then we bring out the big guns, and it's like we commanded them to go to the light and through the light, exclamation points.
Right.
Because Mama ain't playing.
Right. And you
had another
person upon to be a team player a lot of times, right?
Yes, but I had one of them. They wanted somebody to throw something at them. I said, I ain't playing that game either because that ain't cool either. We ain't doing that either.
Oh, they wanted to interact with you.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Mhm. No, I think that'd be kind of creepy. I've watched enough taps to know I don't want to do that.
No, it's like I don't want that. I don't want things thrown at me, and it's like when I listen very carefully. When I'm told to back up and remove myself out of the room, I do, and then I'll come back at it at a different angle. It isn't that I'm afraid. It's just I need to gather the energy and figure out how to work with that entity.
That is really cool. It's not something I think I would be kind of afraid to do, but like that, when people are afraid of ghosts, that's what I think of. Not like their departed loved ones, but like walk into a building and see one. That's kind of scary to me, not to you, but to me, it's kind of scary, and I think most people get freaked out. What's your advice with that?
Well,
if someone sees a ghost,
I tell them, if they're in an old house and the people just love it and they aren't hurting anything, and they can coexist.
Mm-hmm.
Because the people love the land, and it's like, I tell them, well, does the ghost float? Do you see its legs? And sometimes they don't see their legs. Well, a lot of times it's a floor that isn't there anymore.
Oh, I see. I saw one like that. I saw an apparition outside many years ago, and it was a Mennonite, I think, a Mennonite kind of guy, and with the straw hat and overalls, and he was pushing a wheelbarrow, but he didn't have anything below the wheelbarrow. So what would that be called?
It might have been in a barn. It was in a structure at one time.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because when they're floating in the air like that's floating. Usually.
Yeah. So that's is someone that has not moved on, or is it residual?
It can be residual because they love the land so much. Another residual is, now there's some ghosts that interact with you.
Mm-hmm.
They're intelligent ghosts. And then there's other ones that just keep appearing in the same place. They've either been murdered or war or whatever. Whenever there's something traumatic, I call it an energy burn, and it burns the energy and it instant repeats over and over because it's so traumatic and intense.
Yeah. Well, I know you have been called in on some tough cases, and I gave you a couple of instances that you helped me with. It's amazing how you can look at someone or a picture and see what you see. That's just amazing to me. So I'm really floored. How long have you been doing this work, Kelly Jo?
Well, actually, since I'm 16.
So what, 20 years? I know we're around the same age. So
okay, you can add it up. I've been doing it for 41 years because I'm 57. I'm going to be 58 in October.
Oh, okay. You're younger than me. Okay, so you've been doing it for over 40 years. That's amazing because you're still appear to be a young woman to me. So that's amazing to have that kind of knowledge. That's great. So I would hope people take advantage of all of your gifts, which is basically anything you need. If you need anything, a house clearing, call Kelly Jo. If you need to find your lost pet, call Kelly Jo.
And when somebody has an attachment, I do a lot of work with that. You see somebody either standing behind them, beside them, or overlaying them. So
that's cool. Well, you want to take another call? We don't have as many callers tonight, but we do have a new person on area code 360.
Okay.
Are you there, caller?
Hi, this is Amanda.
Hi.
And I'm calling from Washington State. How are you guys?
Good. What's your question, Amanda?
My question is, 2 days ago, I lost my wallet, and it has seemed to just kind of disappear. And I don't know if it's gone forever or
it's
in my house.
Did you look in your car?
I've torn my car apart.
All right, then, okay. Let's see. Let me trace. Let me see. It's in your house. Okay.
It is.
And it's by brown and something like lavender.
Lavender? Like the color
lavender and brown is the colors that's around it. That when I look for a lost object, that's the colors. I look for colors that's around it.
Okay.
I don't think anybody pilfered it because you didn't go anywhere with it.
Yeah, I don't think I traveled. I can't remember if I traveled. Well,
you didn't travel. You lost it.
At home.
Didn't go anywhere. So it's around brown and lavender.
Okay.
So if you find those two colors, you'll find your wallet.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks for calling. That's amazing. I have to use, when you lose something, I had to use dowsing rods and to find something. I was looking for a ring. And
they work very well. Dowsing rods are wonderful.
Yeah, it worked pretty good, but it kept pointing to the bedroom. So then I went in the bedroom with the dowsing rods, and I'm looking, and it kept pointing and pointing. I looked all over. I couldn't find it, right? So I waited a day. I was like, all right, calm down. And so I did it again. It led me to the bedroom. I go into the bedroom. It's pointing, and I'm like, I looked in that suitcase. So I went over to the suitcase. I unzipped the pocket, and there it was. Must have told me 6 times it was over there. But, I just was like, I looked there already. Sometimes you have to look again.
Yeah.
You really do, because I don't know if it's spirit guiding those down.
Well, it is. A lot of times your guides and guardian angels will disappear something and then reappear it.
Yeah. Yes, I have had that happen, too. That's like dematerializing lighting.
Yeah.
Is that how you dematerializing?
Yep,
Yeah.
dematerialize and materialize. Yep. And a lot of times they'll do that with your keys. If you ain't supposed to go somewhere, they'll dematerialize them keys, and you'll look everywhere, and then they'll be right where you left them.
Right. I've had that happen, too. And it's taken me like 15 minutes to find them. And maybe they saved me from an accident. I don't know. But
right.
I can't stand that when I can't find something.
But a lot of times it's your house ghost doing it, because everybody has a house ghost.
Oh, okay.
It's a good ghost, like Casper, the friendly ghost that watches out for you. Yep.
Do I have any? You had told me about when I was looking to buy a home. You had done a reading for me and described a home, I think very similar to this, right down to the type of flooring. And I think I got
like
the
that.
home. Yeah, you're good like that. Do I have a house ghost?
You have a male house ghost.
Ah.
And he looks like a Asian gentleman with bangs. And he has long straight hair, and that's your house ghost.
And what's he doing here?
He's just helping you out with your house. He didn't come with the house or anything. It's just your personal house ghost that helps you.
Oh, is he clean?
He don't clean, but I have a maid. She don't clean. Her name's Martha.
Oh.
That's my house ghost.
Oh, okay. So I have an Asian house ghost. Interesting. Yep. All right. Thank you so much. I'll have to talk to him about that. If he's going to be here, he gets a job. That's how it is.
Yeah, there you go. But everybody has a house ghost.
Thank you so much. Let's see. We have another caller on area code 619.
Okay.
Hello, ladies. Thank you so much for taking my phone call.
You're welcome.
Well, I want to ask a question on behalf of my daughter, if that's okay.
Okay.
She's too shy. Okay, she just started a new job in a lab. She lives in Boston, and she's asking if you see any romantic development there with any of the guys.
Where she works?
It's some kind of medical lab.
I know. It's where she works.
Yes.
The boyfriend.
But does she work with him?
No, there's lots of people. There's lots of people there. And
okay.
She's asking if you see any romantic developments with any of them.
Not where she works.
Where would she find one?
I'm not in her lab. It'd be outside of her lab.
Mhm.
Maybe from another building. This guy's like 5'11". He has brown hair, brown eyes, and he's a technician. He puts the things in vials and wears like a hazmat suit.
Oh, I think she gave me the name. There is someone that probably fits your description. His name is Jeff, but he's 6'1".
Oh.
No, I see her dating someone that's 5'11".
Okay, and it's not Jeff, right?
No,
I don't think so.
She's going to have to keep her eyes open.
Do you know, can you give any names, maybe, so she will
Ma'am, I don't. If I don't get names, I don't get names. But he's 5'11", brown hair, brown eyes. And he works
so she's going to have to keep her eyes open. She's going to have to keep looking.
So he works in the lab, but in a different building, right?
He is in another building.
But the same company, right?
Right.
Okay. And do you feel like he will meet him this month, next month? How soon this will happen?
It looks like maybe July.
Oh, I see. Okay. He's not because there's lots of physicians there. He's not a physician, right?
He is a lab tech.
He's a lab guy. Thank you for calling in. I wish your daughter a lot of luck.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. It's always the moms are always the most detailed. They got to know everything.
Oh yeah, I know.
Nothing about it's like they think it's like a dating service. I think. Like, call up, find my daughter a husband, will you? That was cute, though. You can tell she's a mom. She's a mom through and through.
I know that. Total. She wanted a doctor. I'm sorry, it's not a doctor.
Oh, well, don't moms always want a doctor or a lawyer, right?
Oh, yeah, the bestest of the bestest, yes.
Right, exactly. Absolutely. When people want to call in, now you also talk about the angelic presence.
Yes.
What's your take on that? What is your take on angels?
Well, I believe that you can pray for any kind of angel you need at any point in time. And I believe that there's a delegation of different angels. I'm not an angel specialist, but, there is the angels that are the war angels. There's the healing angels, and then there's, when you want the worry angels, when you really need a lot of extra help, and then there's the blue dudes that are like, they encompass everything. They're like 7 foot tall. They're the blue angels. I don't mean the blue angels that fly airplanes.
Right.
I
Gotcha.
call them the blue dudes.
What have other people referred to them as? I've heard that term. I've seen the very tall angels, and I forget what some people, the White Council or something.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, something. I guess people are familiar with them. And what would their job be? Is their job particularly protection or?
Protection and guidance.
And guidance. Okay, so when you see those, you know you're in good hands.
Yep, you know that you got the highest dudes.
Now, it's interesting. I led a trance circle for about 4 years in a chapel, and it was good for a while. Then other people were using the chapel, and we noticed shadow people in there.
Ooh, you guys got oogie boogies in there. You need to clean that thing out.
Yeah.
Somebody has opened a portal.
Mhm.
And somebody's opening portals and not closing portals.
Okay. It was really strange because we had seen the big blue people, and I mean blue by, it's like an electric blue. When you see something
indigo,
really
purple,
spiritual
blue.
high, it's that beautiful, shocking, luminant blue. So we knew who they were. We knew that was okay. But then we would see shadow people like darting.
Yeah.
And I said, that's not good,
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Can a shadow person, let me ask you this. Okay, so there's shadow people in there. That's not good. Suppose someone is in deep trance, and these are experts. We've had experts in there, too, that know what they're doing. People that they bring in from, like, the past, people that have lived before and have something to share with about heaven or whatever.
Right.
How do we know they aren't bringing in attachments as well, or other people?
Always have to say prayers of protection, and always ask the spirit that you're working with of whom it comes by, because there is tricky spirits. They can look like light, but whose light are you getting? Right.
That's kind of my question, is like, how do you determine that? Even they can lie to you. So how do you, I didn't have any problems with people, I don't believe. I didn't have any of that problem.
Right.
But I wouldn't know what to do. If they wouldn't identify themselves, we asked them to leave. And I think that only happened one time. But most of the time, someone who comes through a medium or an individual will be happy to answer your questions.
Yes, and if they hum and haw, they ain't a good spirit.
Okay, because they don't want to tell you the truth.
Right.
Right. So you're saying that some people, maybe even a shadow person, could adopt the persona of a saint or
no, shadow people there's different realms of shadow people. Shadow people I believe shadow people have never been human. But you can see shadows of entities, so because there are some realms that they've never been human.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what are they doing in there? Why would they be
negativity has brought it in. They're drawn by negativity.
And
obviously there's some kind of a portal.
Okay.
So that portal needs to be sealed somehow.
Okay. All right. Got to work on that. As far as like house clearings, you had handled one of those for a client of mine. Thank you very much. Thrilled. Yeah. She was thrilled. As a matter of fact, the lady and her guest that particular problem must have been with both came to a class of mine and spoke so highly of you, so I wanted to share that with you.
Awesome.
They spoke very highly of you, and they were both very happy to get into metaphysics and learn. I think it was a psychometry class they came to. Very nice, and they really enjoyed themselves. They both did really, really well. So I want to thank you for that.
You're welcome. They're both very psychic.
If the energy, without blowing confidentiality, the energy around the younger gal that was a guest, what was that from? What kind of thing would attach themselves? Is that like a family thing?
Well, it was like somebody had done something and brought something in. You know how certain cultures are very superstitious and all that, and sometimes the negativity or the fear or the whatever causes an attachment. And if you believe you can have an attachment, you'll get one. It's sort of like,
see.
A demon can be sitting on the bed. You have to give it permission. It's like a vampire. It has to have permission to enter the doorway.
About a couple of times I was psychically attacked. Now, when I was trained as a medium, I guess we were like trained in the spiritualist kind of tradition, even though we were not a spiritualist church. Like, there's no evil, there's nothing bad, nobody brought up protection. Now, I knew that from doing Reiki and stuff. I was a Reiki master and teacher, so I knew a little bit. But I guess I had let my guard down, and I was teaching psychic classes, and somebody had mentioned that they had a bad entity and had to get rid of them. And my limited experience, I kind of told them, well, that night I was woken up at like 2 a.m. by this thing jumping on me, and I leaped out of bed. It was so real. And so I had that experience. And it was real, it felt, and I was scared out of my mind. And I spoke to my doorkeeper, and he's like, don't look at me. I don't do that work. That's not my job. If you want to mess around with this psychic crap, basically, because he doesn't like me doing psychic work. He prefers just mediumship. You need your protector. You need to talk to your protector. And so I did that. So I have a band of whatever, people with different jobs, and I had neglected to do that. So now then it happened to me again. So it does happen, even, in my innocence, it does happen. So you have to be prepared. Would you say all the time?
Always, always, always say a prayer of protection before you do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Always cover yourself with the white light or whatever you believe in. I use, not to offend anybody, our Lord Jesus Christ, he had sway over demons, and that's how I clear houses. But if you're with somebody that doesn't believe in Jesus, just say the white light of God. Universal light, universal energy, whatever. Only the highest light can be here, and we'll accept no others. But and then always after you do your work or do a psychic session or a session of any kind, you always clear the area. You ask the door be closed, and then you ain't leaving the door open, because you always got to close the door if you're doing that stuff.
So like opening a circle, closing a circle.
Right.
Right. So maybe these portals happened in this particular building because they weren't closed properly.
Right. Correct. Because people leave them open, they forget all about it.
And then anything could come in if they,
hello,
if they're just
let's
driving
have the
by.
highway.
Right.
We have the airport going on, and then negativity can come in, bring more party down. Bring friends.
Right. Yeah. No, I get that now. It's funny that we weren't taught that, and there's still people in that spiritual tradition that don't believe in that. Of course, I have a Catholic background, so it never really left me. Good.
But it's not all bunnies and flowers. I'm sorry.
Right. Exactly. And someone, very well-known medium, just wrote a book, Jack Brokaw's Deadly Departed, which speaks of this and that it needs to be addressed. And I just saw it on a Facebook commentary, Mediumship Without the Skullduggery, it's called, is a page. And they were kind of arguing this. So, if you believe in evil, you're silly, And I thought, well, you should have been in my bedroom when I was attacked. I don't make this stuff up. I mean, It really shook me,
Always protect.
Right. And, you let your guard down.
And always ask of whom things come by and ask that it be of the highest light only.
Right. Good advice. Thank you very much for that. That's great. What is coming up for you? Now, you have several shows in Southwest Florida. You are located in Palm Harbor?
I'm in Royal Palm Beach, Florida.
Royal Palm. Okay, Florida. And what's coming up for you?
We are going to have a show in Fern, Florida. It's by Kissimmee, I think, near Orlando. And it's going to be March 25th and 26th. It's a Saturday and Sunday always.
Okay.
So I'll be up there. And
okay,
then
is that a Mystic Fair?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Great.
And I'm going to do another show. I don't have the date yet, but it's to be determined.
Now, I noticed in your history that you used to do book reviews.
Oh, I loved it.
And did you write yours? Have you written your stories?
Not yet. I'm working on it, sort of, kind of.
Okay.
I have snippets everywhere.
Yeah, it would be great because you have such an interesting history. A lot of mediums and psychics do, but in your particular case, you do everything. I don't think I've met everybody that excels in everything. And so you're very unique in that. And you didn't really formally train anywhere. You just kind of dragged into it, right?
Yep. I haven't been taught. I was just taught by spirit.
That's amazing. And you have to have some incredible stories to tell. So we're looking forward to that book that I know you're going to write, From One Medium to Another. I know that you're going to write this. I can feel it. I think that's awesome. It would be very interesting reading because it's unique about your history and how you started. Because I believe there's a lot of people that I've seen in my classes and around coming for readings that have an innate ability and they don't know what to do with it.
Right. And they freak out about it or whatever.
Why did you not freak out about it?
It was so now when I was young, I'd see things in my room, and I made Mom take chairs out of my room because I could see into the different realms.
Oh.
I'd have good and bad. Like one time, Mom and Dad had a mirror in there on the sun porch. They had their bedroom out there, and something was chasing me, and it imploded the mirror.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Dad thought
what did your parents think of this? Did anybody else
Mom
in your
and Dad,
family?
they knew I was what I was. And,
oh, okay. Well,
but
good
Dad
for you that you had
really
support.
Something chasing me.
Yeah,
there was,
scary.
but he couldn't shoot it.
Oh my God! Your parents must have. Were they familiar with this kind of work at all?
Mom was really, really aware. I mean, she shut it down now, but she had dreams while she would manifest what happened in her body while it's happening to people at that time frame. She asked God to take that away.
Oh, I see.
because she would manifest whatever was happening to the people she was dreaming about at the time in her body.
Wow. That's weird. I don't think I would want that.
Yeah, Mom asked God to take that away. And my dad, he was very aware. He could tell, he could schematic things build. You could tell him that you wanted, he'd build like trailers, and you could draw it on the sand, and he could build it exactly to your specs.
Wow, he must have been amazing. Is he gone now?
He's passed on, yeah.
Okay, well,
but
that's
he could
amazing.
tell plumb. He could build anything, make anything, cobble anything. He could cobble gears out of weld two cars together and have it be totally true.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So you come from amazing parents. No wonder.
Yep.
You have good gene pool.
And great-grandma was a healer and herbalist, so.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, so it's in the family. That's great. That is great. That's no wonder you're so fabulous. Now I get it. Another interesting skill that you have is tea leaf reading.
Oh, yeah, that's so fun. People go, do we have to drink it? I said, yeah. And I give them a napkin. They say, what's that for? Patchouli, patchouli. And if you drink the leaf, you won't grow a tree.
Oh, okay. So you use the leaf tea, tea leaves,
and
in the cup.
Yep, and I only fill it half full. That way they don't have to drink a whole cup of tea. And they sip and turn no poking, swizzling, and swirling. And what you do is they drink all the tea, because if you leave tea in the bottom, there's tears. And you read from the top down, and it's for a whole year. Sometimes it's for 2 years. And you really can see images in the tea leaves.
That's amazing. That is amazing. I got to try that. That is amazing. We got to do that sometime. That would be fascinating.
Yeah. Well, when we're together sometime, I'll do that for you.
Oh, that would be great. Thank you. We do have a caller in area code 201, so let's see what they have to ask. 201, Are you there?
Hi, I am here.
Hi, welcome. Do you have a question for Kelly Jo?
Yes, I do, actually. So I can hide away from the noise. Sorry, Kelly. My name is Shalina, and I'm calling from New Jersey, and I had a question about someone I met about 6 months ago, and I wanted to know if you felt...
6 months ago?
If you felt a connection as far as you see...
What is he, on and
future.
off? Is he on and off and on and off?
No, we just met.
Okay, well,
we just had like a really strong connection when we met. That was like we're magnets.
Well, you guys have known each other in another lifetime.
That makes sense.
But be careful, because you tend to fall in love quick. You don't want to fry it.
Okay.
You don't want to do the flash in the pan that you've done in the past.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be mean.
That's okay.
Slow and steady wins the race, and get to know each other, talk, but he don't feel like what he says he does, Are you keeping him away from the kids to get to know him?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, that's a good idea, so the kids don't fall in love with him.
Yeah.
But get to know him. I'd wait and see how it does for a year before you have the kids meet him.
Okay.
But slow and steady. There's Mutual Admiration Society.
Oh.
What's that?
That means you both like each other.
Oh, yeah. A lot.
Ooh. Very nice.
And be careful to use protection, because if you ain't fixed, because there's babies all around you, you can populate the earth. I'm not trying to be rude.
No, I told you. I appreciate you. You can be bluntly honest as possible with me.
Because there's twins in the family. You can have a set of twins yet.
Oh, no.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my God.
Really.
You're right about both things, actually. There are twins in my family.
Wow.
I'm not trying to scare you.
No one's ever told me that before. That's pretty accurate.
Yeah. She is fabulous. Kelly Jo is fabulous, isn't she? She is really right on the money, I'll tell you.
But
great.
Slow and steady and get to know each other, And you're going to be going back to school, hon, and finish your degree.
Oh, I never actually went to college, so.
Well, you're going to get at least an AA.
Yeah, that's 2 years.
What
I don't know
it?
if, unless she has twins, then, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. What do they say? What do they say? Put a jacket on that thing, or well, you got to be careful. Be careful.
Wear your photo jacket.
Yeah, be careful. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But do you have a positive outlook on it?
Yeah, it feels good.
I agree. Okay, thank you so much. It was nice talking to you.
You're welcome, hon.
Great. That was good reading, Kelly. All of them were, but that one in particular. I have area code 515 next, who is anxious to speak with you.
Okay.
Area code 515, are you there?
Hello. Hi.
What's your question? And what's your name?
Oh, my name is John, and do you talk to anyone who crossed over or?
Yeah, I am a medium. If they show up, fine. Let me see if we can see. Do you have somebody old you can talk to about who your people are?
What do you mean? I'm sorry.
And if somebody older than 4 generations show up, do you have an old person who you can ask who the dead people are?
Like somebody I know, you mean?
Do you have like an aunt, an uncle, a grandpa? If you ask you for your dead people, do you have someone who can confirm who your dead people are?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do you have a Okay.
Okay, because,
Yeah.
Because you have a man here that was in the Army, and I hear a name, Jake. And it was a nickname. And then you have a family of brothers that were a family of 5 brothers and all wearing plaid shirts.
Hope you're writing this down so that you can. We lost him somehow. We lost him. We lost him. She said he's. Oops, really? He'll just have to call in. She said he will just have to call in and listen to it. Sometimes I get. That's what Tiffany is saying. He will just have to call and listen to it. Sometimes you get people who want a reading, but they don't know their family. So that was good that you asked. Do you have somebody that can verify who your family is?
I do nowadays, because they'll all come and talk. The dead people love me, and sometimes it's an older generation of dead people, and they don't know who in the hell I'm talking about. Right. I get it. And then I'm going to shout out, it's like he has a female that feels motherly, and I don't know if it's his mom or an aunt or somebody that took care of him. She's around him, and in her day, she had blonde hair and pink lipstick. And she wants you to know that you've done well for yourself. So that might have helped him a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. Well, yes, it probably would have, but he'll have to call in to listen to that. Let me ask you something. Let me ask you a question for myself, because I'm being greedy. It is my show. I can ask a question, right?
Yes, you can.
What do you see for me, like in the next 6 months? Improvement, non-improvement?
Improvement.
Money.
And you're going to have more money. You're going to get paid to talk. And you're going to be traveling to another state for some reason. It's a paid work trip.
Wow. Paid work trip.
And paid to speak.
Wow. Somebody's going to pay me to speak? Usually they pay me to shut up.
Well, that's what I'm seeing. And expansion. You got it looks like a star, and it goes like supernova. So you're going to be very busy, and you're going to have better income, and you're going to, in 2 years, you're going to start for your not-for-profit org for dogs.
Oh, no. In 2 years, non-for-profit home for dogs, did you say?
Yep.
Oh, shit. Oh, excuse me. I'm not supposed to say that.
Oops, I'm sorry.
I just came from the vet today with one of them. And then I said, I need to pick up the medication for this one, and I need the blood work on this one. And the girl looked at me, and she said, are you running a hospital? A dog hospital? I said, I feel like it sometimes. I really,
but you really,
really
will have a building, and you really will have good workers, and you really will have, like, cage runs, and you'll take in the ones that nobody wants, like the ones that need wheels and
God. Yeah, that's kind of how it is right now.
Well, that's what I'm seeing. They need medications, and so needs this at this time, and I just see, and it's a well-oiled machine.
Yes, I was just, Tiffany, our producer, just said with your daughter, and I was going to say, it sounds like my daughter. Please let it be my daughter and not me, because she has Doghouse Rescue Academy, where they rescue and train. And I'm like, please let it be at her house.
Okay, well, maybe you're doing it with her.
Yeah, that's what Tiffany just said. She said, with your daughter. I was like, thank God it's not going to be here, because I can't keep this place clean as it is. That is great. Thank you so much for letting me know that, Kelly. That's great.
Oh, you're welcome.
I think she goes, yeah, Tiffany goes, yeah, I felt that you will help her. I'm like, okay, I'll help her. Good, yeah. I'm waiting for her to help me.
Oh, she will. But I mean, it'll be well run anyway. It's just you're going to help with that, associated with it.
Yeah. Well, good, because that is a dream that
and
we kind of
are you
have.
Thinking of changing your house?
No.
Okay. Then you are going to do improvements to your home, and you also are going to get that deck done.
Oh, okay, a deck. Let's see. Should I do a deck? How about, I'm thinking of one of those pools that are submerged.
You're going to do a subterranean infinity pool.
Oh, God. Wow. Must be the book. Is the book paying for this? Because
yes, you're going to be more flush.
Okay.
And you're going to be a lady of means, and you're going to be a lady of, you won't, I call it creature comforts and more.
Oh, okay.
Because whenever they're showing me that you'll be able to have comfort.
Oh, okay. Now I can do this without getting married again, right?
You don't have to get married. You can just have a lover if you want. Do what you will. Send him his house. You stay at your house. There you go.
Oh, no. No more. Oh, Tiffany goes, right, no more marriage. She texts me.
No, you won't. You'll be in a committed, but you won't marry, and you won't. I don't even know if you guys will travel together and be together when you want to, and then you'll have separate lives.
That sounds good to me. That works. Because Marley, my big American bulldog, he thinks he's my husband already. And I had a male client here for a reading today, and he had to push right through the gate. And the guy's very nice and very soft, gentle, but Marley had to be right through the gate and right in there, and he stayed in the room the whole time. He would not leave me. Like with women, he will come in, say hello, and goodbye. But if it's
right,
gentlemen,
but he's in love with you.
He's in love with me, yes.
Yeah.
So he's my third husband, and so far he's been actually the best. Oh, it's too funny. Kelly Jo, I want to hear more about what your plans for the future are. Are you going to do some more TV or more paranormal?
I want to have a TV show, and I want to go to a town and tell all about the ghosts there.
Oh, that would be fabulous.
And that's what I want to do. And I don't mind if I'm with a ghost-busting group or not. I just want it. And I want somebody to document what I'm saying.
Right.
And I want any town, and I want to tell the ghost history of that town. And that's what I want to do.
And you've done this in the past. You did this initially when you were, in your 20s or 30s?
What?
Didn't you do TV shows like that?
No.
Oh, I thought you did. I know you did a paranormal investigation.
Yes, I did. I did paranormal investigations, but I did not have a show.
Okay. Well, you need a show for sure.
You know,
Absolutely.
and I want to write my book.
Mhm.
And I want to travel more.
Yeah.
And I love doing the fairs. I want to do more fairs.
Yeah.
You know, and I want to, you know, like I say, I see myself writing the book and traveling more, and
Good.
get well known. And I'd love to do galleries, and I'd like to speak in front of a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, that would be great. Well, I think you're on your way because she needs. Oh, here I'm getting more messages from Tiffany. It's so great having a psychic, reverend, spiritual minister, healer person as your producer because you get messages as you're talking. So she says to me, no more marriage. Kelly Jo needs to come here in Connecticut, southeast Connecticut. I live near Fort Griswold where a revolutionary battle took place. So you need to go there.
I need someone who can take a production crew to tape me, you know,
right.
to do camera and follow me.
Right. Well, everybody uses family member
or their phone or whatever, but I need somebody who knows how to do that while I'm doing what I do. And I want to get it out there because they show up for me.
Yes.
You know, like if you noticed in my Facebook feed, I went with a group. I'll show their name out here. War Parties Paranormal. I went to a cemetery, and I went by Perry Como's grave, and he pulled on my dress.
Wow, that's awesome. Yes, you have to look up Kelly Jo Psychic. Is your Facebook page Kelly Jo Psychic?
Yep, Kelly Jo Psychic, and yes.
It's also on the website, on your website.
Yes, kellyjopsychic.com.
Right. And let me do your phone number one more time here, 561 area code 333-5367. To subscribe, you can subscribe to the website, and you can call Kelly Jo for an appointment. Her Blog Talk radio show is Biscuits and Tea Mystic. It's every 2 weeks, right, on Mondays?
Yep, or so, you know, and then I'm also on YouTube, kellyjopsychic.com, and subscribe to my stuff.
Okay, fabulous, because I think after this, people are just going to be like, wow, what a cool lady she is. I mean, that's how I think you're one of the coolest people.
Cool.
Well, I only do one thing. I talk to dead people. I don't do all the things that you do. I don't.
But honey, it ain't a one-upping contest.
Yeah, no, but you know, that's I stick to one thing. But you can you do everything well, you know, and I think that's unique. I think you're definitely a blessing. You've been a tremendous help to me personally. With a couple of sticky situations there that I'm like, oh, God, I don't know what to do with this, like shadow people and attachments and crazy stuff. I'm like, oh, Lord, I don't even know where to begin. So thank you so much for helping me with that. And so that was a godsend. And, you know, you're just a blessing to everybody because this is a God-given gift that you have so many abilities. And what I like about you is you're so nonchalant about it. You're like, you know, very humble about it. You're like, I can do anything. They come, they talk to me, blah, you know.
I know, and if they're nasty, it's like, okay, just go away. I don't got time to mess with you. Goodbye.
Right.
I'm way over you. You're so out of here. We're done.
I like that. You know, where other people would be a little scared, you know. I think, intimidated, but you're not at all. And so I think that's wonderful. She said we had a lot of callers, a lot listening, so which is good. They're they may be cautious to ask about the paranormal, but they're listening. So they have your talk show, and she says, I believe these callers are going to contact you and Kelly Jo for sessions. They can see your YouTube videos. They can see all about you. And you're quite unique. So I really thank you so much for taking the time. I know you're a busy gal for coming on my show.
I thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pure joy.
Your life is going to change this year, and you're going to be busier than one arm paper hanger.
Good and bad, right?
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Okay, great. Well, I'm
and
trying to adapt.
And you're going to be having fun. They're singing, your song is, you'll have fun, till Daddy takes the T-Bird away.
Yeah, that's probably my second husband, Rudy. Yes, that was his era, and he sends that music to me once in a while. That style, 50s, 60s.
Well, there you go. There's your sign.
Okay. I thank you so much for being with us, Kelly Jo. You're just remarkable.
Thank you. You have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
You too. Thank you for being with us. Thank you, callers and listeners. I hope you will contact Kelly Jo for a reading. She is quite unique. You can see her at different fairs in Sarasota. I think she said Fern. She's sometimes in Melbourne. She does a lot of the mystic fairs that are set up by Candace Strafford. We have a big one here in July in Southwest Florida, Sarasota, Florida, the Auditorium by the Water, which is the biggest psychic fair in Southwest Florida. So if you are here in this area in July, please look it up. We have, there are amazing, all of my friends, all of my network, all my creme de la creme people, my referral network will be there, everybody. So the best of the best will be there. So I hope you'll join us for that. Thank you for listening tonight. It was such a joy to talk with Kelly. Thank you, listeners. Until next time.